Hey guys, and welcome back. If you are new, welcome to the family. If you are not new, then what's up? How you doing? In today's video, oh wait, let me introduce myself first in case you are new, because I have had a couple more subscribers since my last video. My name is Tasha, and I'm a mama of 4. I have 3 older boys, and I have 1 little girl. You will see several one of my kids in this video because this is their closet. We were using this closet basically as the whole house storage because nobody in our house except for my mom hangs up their clothes. Everybody else just folds them and puts them in a drawer. So we had no use for a closet. So we were using this one as storage, and as months went on, instead of neatly placing things in here when I'd ask them to, put it in here neatly, they just throw it in there, as you can tell. But I'm going to say probably about 98% of this stuff that was in here did get decluttered because it hadn't been used in months and months and months. So if it was in there and we hadn't touched it in over 6 months or whatever, then we really had no point for it. So my original video was just going to be of me decluttering this closet, and that'd be it. However, I guess I got into the mood or something, or I don't know what else, because typically my boys, they clean their own room, they wipe the things down, they sweep, they mop, whatever, because that's their space, their area. And by the way, before this video gets any further, if you have issues with kids sharing rooms together, this is probably not the place for you guys. So if you have any negative comments, bad comments, whatever, then just see your way and hit the unsubscribe button, because I really don't want to hear it. Because I have asked my kids, my boys, each one of them are old enough to understand what I'm saying and understand. I have asked them if they wanted their own room, and we could definitely make their own room. And they have all said absolutely not, because they have always shared a room since they were babies. And that's just how they grew up, and they don't like being in their room by themselves. So with that being said, I do have other things set in place to give them somewhat of their own space. I have not put it up yet, and I won't put it up in this video, but coming soon, I will be putting it up. It is like those, it's like the separation curtain thingy-mabobbers. I don't know what they're called, guys, but anyway, you'll see it in another video. But yes, if there's any negative comments or anything like that, guys, please just hit the unfollow button, because we don't need that here. This is not a negative place to be. This is just how my family rolls. This is how it works for us. And if you don't agree with it, then that is why you can unsubscribe and go find somebody else. But anyway, back to what I was saying. 95% of this got donated. And you will see how much exactly got donated out of this closet plus my kids' room. Now, most of the stuff that was in the kids' actual room, like I said, they usually, do their own decluttering, their own cleaning, sweeping, mopping, whatever. But I decided, since I was already decluttering and everything else in the closet and stuff like that, I decided that I would go ahead and help them out in the room. I would hold something up and I'd be like, is this keep or get rid of or trash? And if it was broken, it went in the trash. If it could be donated, it went in the donation. And if they wanted to keep it, then I set it aside, and then I decluttered. The only thing that I did not declutter in their room was their clothes drawer. And that is only because I keep up with that really well. And they know if they put something on that doesn't fit, they come to me and they're like, Mom, do we have a donation bag, or whatever. And we always, that's just how they do. If it's too little for them or something like that, they bring it to me, and we'll decide if it can be passed down. Say like my oldest son, we'll see if it can't be passed down to one of my younger sons, or, whatever. But anyway, after I'd hold it up and ask them, is it keep? Is it trash? Or, can it be donated? They'd tell me, and I just put it in one of the piles. If it was keep, I just set it aside. That way I could organize it later once I went through all their little drawers they have and everything else. I also went under their beds. I swept. I mopped. I organized under their beds. They have so much more space now, guys. They really do. And they're loving it. Like, absolutely loving it. My youngest son, he wanted to have like a desk for his gaming area, right? So I was like, okay, so, and plus he's got like computer towers that he is fixing. And I was like, okay, so what can I do to, use like a something that could be used in two separate ways, like a desk for him plus storage, for his computer towers, and, maybe some storage under, just something like that. So, and guys, I am really big on buying secondhand. Like, I don't prefer, how do I say this? I like to donate to places other than Goodwill. And for the reason of that is I have found, now don't get me wrong, I love shopping at Goodwill, consignment shops, yard sales, you name it, I love it. But the thing with Goodwill is here lately I have been seeing like the prices on things that are like broken or things that is not in good shape. They are like putting a hefty price on it. And I'm like, I don't understand. I mean, I understand they're, trying to get the money and stuff like that. But just some of the things, I don't understand why they would price it the way they do. But, I don't work in that business, so I'm sure they have their reasons. But for me, I like to donate to places like this one consignment shop. It's called Just Hope. It's here around where I live. And they actually use the money that they get, they actually use that to help people who are in a situation like, say, they're homeless. They can help them, do that. Or if they are addicted or something like that, they can, help get them the things they need and stuff like that. Just, I like to donate to places like that because I feel like the stuff gets, trying to find the words to use. I feel like it is a better option because I don't feel like, things are being like the money or the items are going to a good thing. Okay. Like somebody's not going to, anyway, I'm sure y'all know what I mean. Like I, for some reason I can't English today and my mind's not connecting to my mouth right. I don't know. But anywho, yeah, I like to donate to places like Just Hope and stuff like that. The only thing with that, where they are so small of a place, they don't accept, they can't accept a bunch of stuff at one time. Like I had, like when I done my closet clean out, right? I had all those daggone books and they couldn't take them for the simple reason they didn't have any room to place them. So I ended up having to donate to Goodwill. Goodwill is like my second choice of donation if I can't find anywhere else. But they do have like these little bins like in some of the parking lots that you can donate like clothes and shoes to. I know there is one for veterans also where you can donate clothes and shoes to. But I guess what I'm really trying to say is I like to, donate stuff to places where I know the stuff is going to good use instead of being priced way out there. Because another thing with Just Hope is they will actually, not only do they use the funds that they get from what they sell, but they will also, if they say they have a mom and a kid that need assistance in something or something like that, like if they say they got out of a bad situation, then this place, will go through what they got or whatever and give them the necessities that they need to help them. So anyway, but yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to give to the ones who could use it the most. because I know a lot of people go to Goodwill just to find things that are underpriced so they can turn around and resell them, which, I mean, that's all fine and dandy. You know, you do you, boo. But I want to be able to help better, if that makes sense. But back to this daggone closet, guys. As you can see, this closet, and you'll see better in the after picture, because I actually did 2 after pictures. One of the after pictures was with the metal grid things, the little cube grid shelf still in there. And then I got the idea, hey, we can just take this out and use it elsewhere. So then there's a second overview of the closet and stuff. But that's not even what I was trying to say. You will see that there is still the original carpet in this closet, just like in my closet/office. And you will also see this carpet is very stained. We did not remove it at this time. And there is a reason for that, guys. Because I plan on removing this carpet out of here, because when I was going through all this stuff, oh my gosh, like, I had already not had my allergy medicine for, like, I think I was going on 3 days. And going in this closet with the carpet in there, plus with, you know, the dust that has accumulated as long as the stuff's been in there, I am telling you what, like, you'll see me scratching my nose or just scratching my arm and, you know, just itching all over in this video. And that is all because I had not had my allergy medicine. And in this closet, it was so dusty and everything that it was like literally making me itch all over. I hadn't had my allergy medicine in like 3 freaking days. But yes, I do plan on ripping this carpet up along with the carpet in my office. But we actually took our extra floorboards to the house in West Virginia, and we also have to fix the place in front of the fireplace where we took the rock, whatever the heck it's called, out. This is just 2 of the boys going through like all the gaming cords and controllers and stuff like that. I had actually went and took a break at this moment while they was doing this, because I have no idea what these cords went to or whatever. And I wasn't about to deal with it because I was already ready to be done with the closet and everything. There was something else that I was going to say, and I don't remember what. Hold on. Let me come back. Once I figure out what I was going to say, I'll let you watch this and everything else for right now. And I'm sure I will be back. Okay, so I remember what I was going to say now. This was actually like a 2 or 3 day. I'm pretty sure it was a 2-day whole thing. But yeah, there was like this whole purple bin of extra cords and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm done right now. I'm taking a break. So I went and sat down, and I'm pretty sure around this time, little Miss was asleep taking a nap. So I was kind of trying to rush it because I wanted to get the stuff done that I could before she woke up, because once she woke up, then if you know, you know. But yeah, so I think there's like a little part in here where everybody just walks out of the room and the camera is still running. And then I eventually come back in there. See, yeah, right here. Oh, wait, somebody's there. Oh, gone. There, nope. Yeah, everybody was in and out of the room, and now we're just staring at a big cluttered mess. Oh, there I come. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember, like I said, where I had the camera running also while the kid or the boys was, going through the cords and stuff like that. I don't know. This is like basically my first time watching this, so I don't know what was going on. I know what they were supposed to be doing, but that doesn't mean they necessarily was, because later on in the video, you'll actually see me. I actually go into the living room and sit down and start going through the daggone cords again, trying to organize them where the game systems and stuff like that go. But, and another thing I want to say, I am so sorry with all the back shots and everything that you were getting from everybody. This was a small space, especially in the closet, but in the room where everything in the closet came out of the closet into the bedroom, it was still a disaster of a mess. So we were bumping into each other and stepping over everything, and I'm pretty sure a couple of us almost fell multiple times. I'm not even sure. But I feel like I had started talking about something and went like squirreled off somewhere. Oh, right. The multifunctioning thing that I wanted to get. That's what I went off on. And I went off on a little tangent. But my youngest son, he wanted something to where he could be able to use like as a desk area for his gaming computer and, to put his tower and stuff like that for the one he's fixing. So I had actually went to Goodwill and I found a somewhat decent sized desk. I mean, it fits pretty good in here for like $15. And I was like, heck yeah, it wasn't even wobbly, guys, which is surprising. But I did get that, and he has a place for his tower, and he also has a another little shelf to put some of his stuff. And then there is space underneath the desk to add extra storage, and you will see me do all that when the desk gets put in there, actually. Let me see. I cannot remember if there was anything else I needed to talk about or not. Yeah, that shampoo where it was all broken. It didn't work last time we tried to use it, and for some reason it just got stuck back in this closet instead of being taken to the dump. Don't ask me. Like, I literally tried to vacuum this carpet slow, like a slow vacuum to try to get all the dust and everything up. I don't think it worked. It literally just needs to be ripped out of there. I do plan on ripping the carpet in that closet up, plus the one that is in my office. That way we can put the flooring down that is through the whole house. But like I said, we'll have to do that once we get the extra flooring that we took up to West Virginia. Yeah. But I just basically wanted to do I guess you could call like a mom clean in here, considering I usually don't clean in here, and I can't remember the last time I actually done a really good cleaning. Probably the last time I decluttered and organized in here. But yeah, I think that is it of the video, guys, that I actually need to talk about anyway. But I just want to say the boys absolutely love this room now. And I believe they are spending more time in their room now than what they was before. And you can actually walk in the room. So, yeah, that's definitely a plus. Anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. And I hope that you will come back and watch some more videos. And I hope y'all have a very, very good day, rest of your weekend, whatever. And I'll catch y'all guys in the next one. Bye.